Fuzzy coming way more often. People love Fuzzy. And then being able to see stuff like Super Super Not in cans.
Hey everybody, it's Michelle from CT Beer Tours. I want to thank you guys for watching our next edition of our lockdown video. We have Nebco with us today. So Jamal, we've had some kind of crazy stuff happening lately, I would say. We've had kind of this pandemic going on, and we wanted to kind of reach out, see what you guys were doing. I'm sure this has affected your company or your guys' company big time. What kind of stuff that has kind of changed your kind of everyday tasks?
Yeah, I'll tell you, a lot has changed here, with everything. So we try to be as safe as possible. That's kind of the first and foremost thing. So we actually split our company into two teams that work opposite weeks. From our brew staff, our sales team, our taproom staff, and our senior management is all, we've all split down into two teams. So if anyone gets sick, that team can quarantine and the other team comes in and takes over and runs the brewery. So if anyone does get sick, we don't have to shut down overall. And that would be a really tough thing to go through. Obviously, everybody's kind of taking a hit with this going on. Bars aren't open. We're one of those brands that have a lot of draft lines out there, where it's like almost 50% of our total business was the draft. So losing all those bars, definitely a big hit into the brand overall. But, we've got a lot of loyal people, a lot of people still drinking. The curbside's been pretty cool, and we're super thankful for how everything's going now.
I saw you did a couple releases a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so we've been making now, since we can't make much draft, we've been kind of shifting gears, putting everything in the cans as much as we can, and then doing a bit more releases than we would normally. So people are seeing Fuzzy Baby Ducks is coming a lot more often now. Variations of Fuzzy, so triple Fuzzy, double Fuzzy are also coming a lot more often. We're doing another Fuzzy release this Friday, actually. We haven't even posted that yet. We'll post it on social media probably tomorrow or something. But yeah, we're doing a Fuzzy release Friday. And then tomorrow we release two of our the Weiss Trash Cultures, which is our kettle sour Weiss that we do. So this time we're doing Berry Trash. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Nice.
So Berry Trash. And then a new one, Tropical Trash with tropical fruit.
Ooh.
Mix.
Love the artwork on that one. I love it.
At it again,
Awesome.
So yeah, we've been doing a lot of the curbside pickup releases and stuff like that, and that's been cool. Super Super Not was last week, and that's the one that we only do once or twice a year. So it's pretty cool to see that one in cans for the first time. And then we're also going to be releasing some beers out into the trade that we wouldn't normally, out into liquor stores. Coriolis being one. That's going to be going out in small batches, limited release, but all over the state. And then also launching Facehugger. That's our 6.8 big hazy IPA that we do, insane amount of hops in there. That is also going to market starting next week. We're pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. When you guys think that, after this has kind of happened, we've been having kind of some discussions of, if this is going to kind of change the industry a little bit, like, do you think you guys are going to kind of continue to kind of can some more stuff?
Yeah, I think the industry as a whole is going to look very, very different after all this is done, in what capacity the on-premise comes back and what that looks like. If people want to really go to bars like that, it's all really up in the air. I think the curbside pickup, that's a tough thing. People have been really liking that, and I don't know if you can just close that. So we're just going to kind of see how it goes, but I imagine things are going to be a lot different. Our next Wednesday is when all the on-premise is allowed to open up patios. We're still going to stay closed because we don't have a patio big enough to make real sense. We'd only be able to fit a couple of tables out there. But hopefully a lot of bars can kind of make a go at that, and at least that'll help a little bit. But it's still tough because you don't know what people are going to want to do and how comfortable people are going to be. And the social distancing thing it's legit, man. It's really important for everybody to be safe. And so you can't really push that envelope too far. But I know people are itching to get out of their house. For sure.
Yeah, I know.
I was home for 2 weeks, and I was so excited to come back to work.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how people are. It's just crazy just sitting at home right now. I know we've gotten a slew of quotes that have come in, and we're like, like you guys, not many places are opening. They're very, very limited in what they can offer. So it's not even worth them to kind of open their doors. But so it'll be interesting to see, when they do open up just the outdoor seating, how that's going to go. Like you said, who knows if people are going to come out? Might come out in freaking trail of cars. Who knows? So. But I know we're all itching to kind of sit down and have a beer together, and it's crazy right now.
Yeah. And I mean, at least, we live in a time where we can do this kind of thing, where we can, Zoom and see each other virtually, but it's just not the same, man.
No, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. I just want to touch something. So I know you guys were doing way in the beginning. You guys were supporting kind of the Connecticut Hospitality Fund, the restaurants and stuff. You guys, you did like a kind of like a live like concert and stuff like that. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we did that with a local band called Shockwave that we're really good friends with, and they live streamed. We raised $1,100 that night for that, which was pretty cool.
That's
And
awesome.
that's all for the hospitality relief. We did another one the week after with John Hollywood, which was really cool.
Love John Hollywood.
And
He's
then
my boy.
we've been selling a beer. Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
It was cool to be able to be a part of that. I was drinking several beers from my living room, checking that out. But then we did a collaboration beer with Eli Cannons before the COVID situation happened, and we were actually getting ready to release it in March, and we couldn't do. We were going to do this big party with them and yada yada, so we couldn't do that. So we decided to growler off that beer and sell it, and all the proceeds from that go to the hospitality relief fund as well. Especially doing that with an account like Eli Cannon's craft beer bar, staple in Connecticut as far as craft beer goes. One of the first craft beer bars I was drinking at when I came up in the industry. So it's cool to be able to use that beer towards that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy seeing how much people are kind of supporting people right now. It's kind of awesome in a way.
Yeah, it's one of the things about the craft industry that's always been cool is this camaraderie that we've always had as an industry and as a culture, and more so than I think any other industry really.
Yeah.
I've always been super excited to be part of it, and now it's now you feel proud to be a part of it because of the way everybody's kind of rallying for each other.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, the way humanity is. I'm very kind of surprised how kind of tame everybody kind of has been kind of through all this and supportive. I mean, I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I think people overall, man, when push comes to shove, we're a pretty connected species, whether we want to say so or not. People tend to have empathy and feel for each other.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned May 20th a little bit. So you guys, I was kind of curious what your plans were, because you guys do have a patio. So you're kind of still planning on staying quiet, keeping safe, playing it by ear.
Yeah, we're going to stay doing curbside only for now and see how it happens. It's still a little soon, and especially when you have a lot of people are nervous about, starting to open up a little too early, before this thing is really at a tame point. So it's just, wanting to be safe and wanting to do the right thing and feeling like, what's really awesome is that Rob is not a money-driven guy as an owner, so his number one priority is doing the right thing. He's kept all the staff on, even splitting into two teams. The people that are working opposite weeks are still getting paid. It's a really generous thing he's doing. So especially his priority is to keep everybody safe and keep everybody feeling safe as much as we can,
Yeah. I mean, push come to shove, I feel like right now is when you really see what kind of an owner that you work for, after about how people are kind of being treated right now, which is pretty awesome that you have a pretty cool boss, I guess.
Yeah, man, it's been awesome. It's been awesome.
How are you liking it there? How long have you been there now?
I love it. It's going on 8 months now.
Wow, it's been that long already?
Yeah,
Time flies.
And it's been a dream. It's awesome. Like everything about this brand, from the quality of the liquid, the culture, the staff that we have, everything is so organic. It's real and it feels real. And I think a big part of why we still have a following now is these guys are relentless when it comes to quality control. We don't put out beer that Greg and Jeff are not happy with. We've had to dump beer that the guys just weren't happy with, and take a lot of pride in that, because it's not a cheap thing to do. That's money, and but the money is never the priority. It's just a part of the equation. But the quality and the staff is always the biggest thing, which is pretty dope, man.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. Definitely is. Is there any kind of last words that you kind of want to tell anybody about, or?
Yeah, just to keep an eye out for some new stuff coming. We're excited now. I mean, the one upside, I guess, if you call it that, is the fact that, we've always had to just keep brewing CHAG, because that's our bread and butter. That's what everyone wants. It's a staple. But people do love the specialty stuff that we do. So it's kind of cool to be able to, because we can't make as much draft, it's freed up some production space. So we can make more of like some of the other stuff too, and showcase a little bit of what we can do. So now we got a couple of sours coming out tomorrow, Fuzzy coming way more often. People love Fuzzy. And then being able to see stuff like Super Not in cans. We haven't really launched a new beer out into the market since Super Not, just because we haven't had the space to be able to do it. We haven't had the capacity to be able to do that. So now just to be able to at least send out something different to the market that they haven't seen before is pretty exciting too. So in the midst of it all, we're still doing some fun stuff. Still a lot of breweries drinking beer. My biggest thing is still keep supporting local, treat each other right. drink well, eat well, and support local.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you kind of giving us the lowdown of what's kind of going on. For everybody watching, please check them out on, Facebook, as well as their website, newenglandbrewing.com, also known as Devco, for some of those beer releases, and support local.
Awesome. Cheers.
Cheers.